Welcome to Books in Sum, your go-to for bite-sized book summaries.
Spiritual Partnership by Gary Zukav. Multisensory humans can form deeper, more connected relationships, and a new type of relationship has emerged, called a spiritual partnership. Multisensory people are searchers who venture deep into their souls to discover connections, purpose, and design that go beyond what the five senses can detect. Through this process, they can acquire authentic power, such as how to control their destiny from within, how a churning gut can clue them into unresolved childhood trauma, and why joy is better than happiness. Becoming a multisensory person is like having guides and teachers who are fully invested in your spiritual growth. The universal law of creation states that everything happening to you is a result of your choice, and the universal law of cause and effect states that every intention has a consequence. Additionally, there are three universal laws of attraction. What you are is what you attract, what you put out into the universe is what you get back, and what you do is what you receive. These rules help us understand that we are the master of our own universe, and that we have the power to shape our own destiny. A multisensory person sees the world as a reflection of their own intentions and thinking, which can lead to a blissful future. This is exemplified by Plato's famous cave analogy, where a group of people are imprisoned in a cave and puppeteers walk up and down, casting shadows on the wall. Only the prisoner who breaks free of the cave and stands astonished in sunlight can see things as they really are, and true understanding is the first step to joy. True spiritual relationships bring lasting joy and authentic power. To examine your motivations, it is helpful to consider which players win you joy and which players create destructive consequences. We often live in pain because we're afraid of losing love, and this makes us feel scared and powerless. Spiritual partnerships are challenging, but they can help us become our best, most blissful self. To achieve long-lasting joy, we need to change ourselves and recognize that our soul seeks joy. To do this, we must recognize that external power and validation are useless, and that we need to free ourselves and acquire true power. An example of this is when we go out for lunch with our friend Joe and he brings up his expensive scuba diving trip to Australia. When we call up another friend, Sam, and describe the exchange, he snorts, "Oh, that Joe, he's always bragging." When we call a third friend, Andy, she asks us what physical sensations we felt when Joe talked about his trip. And we realize that we feel that way every time Joe brings up something we can't afford. This realization can set us free, as it doesn't matter what Joe has or doesn't have. Becoming okay with the situation has to happen within us. The three dimensions of a spiritual partnership are growing together, saying difficult things, and rejecting roles. A true spiritual partner will encourage you to dig deep and respond without one-upping the other person or justifying yourself. They will also share tough things and openly declare who they are. Finally, they will role-play and use their role to reach their potential rather than to simply beat others. These three dimensions are essential for spiritual growth. Through courage, compassion, and communication, one can reject fear and embrace love. The two greatest human motivations are love and fear, and choosing love will elevate every experience and make it deeper and more meaningful. To commit to love, one must learn about themselves, pay attention to their intentions, examine all their feelings, emotions, and actions, take responsibility for them, and embrace compassion. This will transform one from a victim into a creator. The rewards of spiritual partnership include self-love, purpose, creative energy, courage, true intimacy, and a commitment to spiritual growth. Romantic relationships and parent-child bonds are excellent spiritual partnership material, as they offer a powerful dynamic that can be immeasurably strengthened by crossing over into spiritual partnership. Five-sensory couples may stay together out of fear, while multisensory couples bond by challenging themselves to create authentic power. The author suggests that by healing yourself within the framework of family, you can change your generational karma and tap into the love of all souls. If one member of a couple progresses to becoming multisensory, and the other doesn't, it can break the marriage. However, if both parties grow, the marriage can transform into a truly indestructible spiritual partnership. Five-sensory parents in a nuclear family tend to only focus on their own kids, and this fear is often passed on to their children. On the other hand, couples in spiritual partnerships aren't burdened by this fear, and are able to see all children's potential. Authentic power comes from deeply looking into yourself and your motivations, and by making a conscious decision to act out of love, not fear, one can engage in spiritual partnerships with others. Finally, one last bit of actionable advice is to ditch the judgment scale and instead view everyone as an equal, feeling freer, more relaxed, and more joyful.
We hope you found this summary helpful in your listening journey. If you're interested in diving deeper into the topic or getting your hands on the whole book, be sure to check the description below where we've included links to the book and other related products that may be useful to you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on our latest book summaries. And feel free to leave a comment with any suggestions or requests for books you'd like us to cover. Thanks again for tuning in and happy listening.